In this video, we will study about the rules for arithmetic operation of scientific figures. Basically, we have to find the significant figures in some of the arithmetical operations. Since the final result should not have more significant figures than the original data from which it was obtained, so we have to study these rules basically. Now these following are the arithmetic operation. Mainly you have to study about any type of calculation: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So we will study one by one. Now we will study for subtraction and addition in a combined form. For this, in both addition and subtraction, the final result should retain as many decimal places as are there in the number with the least decimal places. You have to find the least decimal place or the least significant figured value. Then we have to round off the value. First of all, we suppose you have to given two numbers 200 and this number. You now have to add these and the result is this, suppose. Then you have to round it off. We will notice that the 200 number has 3 significant figures while this decimal number have 5 significant figures. Now when we notice that the decimal number has 3 decimal digits here and 200 has none, so we will take the least decimal place that is not present here in case of 200. So we will give our result or the answer in the 3 significant figures only. So we will round off this as directly to be 269 by neglecting all the decimal values directly. Now if we have difference in the decimal places, then what we will do, see here, our next problem will be cleared here for this point. Now you have a number which has 5 significant figures and 3 decimals here, and here you have 4 significant figures, here you have 4 again, 3 here, but you have to find the least decimal places in this number, which is about this 0.6 is present and it is least one among this. So after finding the result as in this number, we will round off to this by placing simply 2 value after the decimal. So you have to consider this also. You have to notice the least decimal place number for our final result. That is, you have to consider as many decimal places as there are in the number with the least decimal place. So here in this case you have least number is of decimal is 1, so you have rounded off this number to this only. Now let us take, similar is the case for the subtraction rule. So now we will take the case of our multiplication and division rule. Both hold same result or same rule. So multiplication and division, the final result should also retain as many significant figures as there are in the original number, but with the least significant figures. See here in this number, you have to multiply suppose these numbers, we get the result as this. Now you have to notice that you have the least significant number, that is to be for this number 5, and which is supposed to be one significant figure here. So we will round off this number to 18 something, but this 18 number has two significant number. So the nearest number to this decimal value is 20, where the significant digit has only one significant digit. You have to take here 20 as the round off value for this decimal number. Let us take a second example. Suppose you have to multiply these numbers. Now you have three significant figures here and two here, but here you can calculate the value as this. Now you have to round it off to two significant values. So this number will be directly taken and these two digit will be round off, and the result will give us here two significant figures. So basically in multiplication and division you have to focus on the number of significant figures, whereas in addition or subtraction you have to consider the least decimal digit number. So these are the basic rule you have to keep in mind while solving any numerical problem for accurate or precise result.